Throughout the years that we've known her, Taylor Swift has seemingly got more and more private as time has gone on. First, we saw her hiding from paparazzi behind her purse, then we figured out the pseudonym she used, and then we found out she was allegedly hiding in a box. What's up, you guys? It's Dani Golub here with Clevver News, and one thing we never really seem to get a grasp on is Taylor Swift's relationship with her boyfriend Joe Alwyn until right now. Sure, Taylor gave us a glimpse through the window into their relationship on her album Clevver, which has several songs that are obviously inspired by Joe, like London Boy, Paper Rings, or the title track, Clevver. But neither of them are really known for speaking candidly about each other or their romantic relationship. But in a rare interview with Entertainment Tonight, Joe Alwyn talked about the public's interest in his relationship with Taylor and how the power couple tries to live their lives as normally as possible. And this has definitely been Taylor's most private relationship to date. In the past, she's had super high-profile romances with people like Calvin Harris, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Tom Hiddleston. And all of those seem to fizzle out in large part due to the public's obsession with knowing everything about the couple. But Taylor and Joe have found success in their relationship by doing what they can to keep it as private and personal as possible. That's why over the 3 years that they've been together, we've only had a handful of photos of Taylor and Joe together and 0 social media posts. As far as we know, this is Taylor's longest relationship to date. Her and Joe started dating publicly in September of 2016 after knowing each other for quite a long time. Before that, she had dated Calvin Harris for a little over 1 year from 2015 to 2016. And that relationship was about as public as can be. Plenty of photo ops, red carpets, paparazzi pics that got the whole world talking. And as we all know, that relationship kinda ended in a disaster. There were photos of Taylor and Tom Hiddleston kissing on some rocks, a Twitter rant by Calvin Harris, and a lot of back and forth he said, she said. It wasn't exactly cute on either end, but it seems like Taylor and Joe's model of secrecy is actually working out for them. Joe did an interview earlier this week on November 6th with Entertainment Tonight to promote his new movie Harriet, which tells the true story of Harriet Tubman's escape from slavery in pre-Civil War America. But in the interview, Joe also talked about how he survived the past 3 years dating one of the most famous people in the world, and honestly, his advice seems pretty simple and straightforward. He said, quote, "I just don't really engage with anything that I don't want to engage with." I mean, same. Let's keep that energy through all of 2020. Toxic friendships, don't engage. A super high electricity bill, don't engage. Long lines at the DMV, definitely do not engage. He continued on and said, quote, "And so if there's any kind of extra noise about things that I'm not so interested in, I'll just turn it off. And so it just disappears to a degree." Taylor has also spoken out in the past about why she chooses not to broadcast her relationship to the world via social media or otherwise. She said, quote, "I've learned that if I do, people think it's up for discussion, and our relationship isn't up for discussion." Well, as long as Taylor and Joe are secure in their relationship, that is all that really matters, and it really seems like that's the case. It's not like Taylor doesn't like talking about Joe, just not in a way that would make the public think that they have any say in their relationship. She likes to keep it cool and casual. She said, quote, "If you and I were having a glass of wine right now, we'd be talking about it. But it's just that it goes out into the world. That's where my boundary is, and that's where my life has become manageable. I really want to keep it feeling manageable." And I've personally got to say, there are few things in this world that I would like more than sipping on a glass of Chardonnay with Taylor Swift, hearing about how much she loves Joe Alwyn. But she continued on and explained that music and writing songs helps her to define exactly what her relationship means to her in both a way that is beautiful and cathartic. She said, quote, "Singing about something helps you express it in a way that feels more accurate. You cannot, no matter what, put words into a quote and have it move someone the same way as if you heard those same words with the perfect sonic representation of that feeling." And she's definitely right. I mean, nothing moves me as much as a good Taylor Swift song, unless we're talking about the video of her trying to eat a banana after having surgery.
She found a snack. It wasn't the one I wanted.
That was certainly moving. But despite how much they try, they will always be followed by the paparazzi and will always be on the top of everybody's mind. They were photographed on a rare occurrence leaving a restaurant in New York last month. But it seems like over time they've gotten better at moving on and looking forward past all the cameras and the swarms of people. And they've been together for 3 years now, so I actually have some very high hopes for the longevity of their relationship. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it makes sense that they try to hide the relationship as much as they can? Or do you think that actually plays a factor into their success as a couple? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Then make sure you subscribe to Clevver News to stay up to date on all the Taylor stories. And you can click right over here for some more news. I'm Dani Golub. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.